There is so much negative thing about being a people pleaser. When you're a people pleaser, you do not have the voice of your own. It's not as if you do not have the voice of your own, but your actions just depict that you do not have the voice of your own, that you like to please people, that you love to displease yourself to please the people around you. It's actually okay for you to want to make the people around you comfortable. You want to make them feel at home. You want to make them feel safe and feel loved. But there is one thing that you're missing here. When you are doing these things at the detriment of your own happiness, you are doing all these things at the expense of your own happiness, at the expense of your own joy, expense of your own comfortability, then it doesn't really make sense. So you really need to stop that habit and learn how to be firm. So I was once like you. If you are someone that is actually doing people pleasing at this moment, I was once like that, but something happened and I knew it was time for me to stop that. I knew it was time for me to just find myself. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what you'll be doing if you want to leave that particular zone, if you want to leave that particular habit of pleasing people and displeasing yourself, and to become more firm, more bolder, and to say what you want, to do what you want to do without thinking about how the next person is going to feel, as long as it benefits you, as long as you're not going to get into trouble. Work with me in this video as I share with you what you'll be doing for you to be able to become firm and bold in your words. So the first thing that you want to do if you're a people pleaser and you want to get out of that zone is to first of all forgive yourself and learn that it is not actually your fault that you have been doing this thing. That is just that particular human spirit in you that is actually making you to look out for people's needs more than you are looking out for your own. So that's the first thing, the number one thing that you need to understand. You have to give yourself that grace to reconcile with your spirit that you are not doing this intentionally, that you are just doing it out of compassion. After you must have understood that it is not actually your fault, the next thing you want to do is to devise a strategy. One thing about people who are not always bold to talk to people in their face is that when they want to make decisions, if you approach them physically, they can actually do the wrong one. It's not a must for you to answer every question immediately they ask you, and it is not a must for you to give in to every request that people make. Okay, so it's very okay for you to refer them later and tell them, okay, come back later, let me think about this thing. So it's not going to be easy, yes, but because you do not want to displease yourself anymore, you do not want to take things or make decisions that is going to affect you while you are trying to please another person, you have to learn how to be firm. In the process of telling them I want to think about it, you can actually see more reasons why you should say yes or say no. So it depends on what the situation is. But first of all, you have to learn how to make excuses. Excuses won't make you feel less a human, okay? It's not going to make you feel like you are less human or you are not compassionate enough, but you are trying to help yourself and to become a better adult and to make better and wiser decision. Okay, because one thing about people pleasing, always trying to please people every time, is it will drain you. Okay, it will drain you emotionally, it will drain you physically, it will drain you financially, because you are always making people happy. You are always telling people yes when you don't even want to, when it doesn't even make sense. Because there are some decisions that you take later on, you find out that, oh, if I had known, I would have said no to this particular thing, because you do not know how to be firm and to stand firm by your words. You go ahead saying yes to them, then end up displeasing yourself, which doesn't make sense. Okay, so it is high time you learn how to be firm and stop being a people pleaser. I do not say that you should stop being compassionate or being human. No. But there is a thin line between being human and being a people pleaser, being used every time by people. Because once people discover that you always say yes, yes, yes to every of their requests, they would really take advantage of that. I'm very sure of this because I've been in that situation. I just want to please them. I just want to make them happy. At every request they come, I will always make sure I say yes to them and fulfill them. It might not be monetary, it might not be a money aspect. There are so many requests that people, because they know that you can actually do this thing for them, or you can actually help them with this thing, either financially or otherwise. They know that you are very soft at heart, that you can always say yes to every of their wish or everything that they request. They come back every time without even thinking, because there are people who don't even know limits. They don't even know when to stop asking for something. They don't even know when to stop using people. So they keep on coming, repeating and repeating until you are drained emotionally, physically, and you will see that you will receive a lot of setback. You will experience a lot of setback. Okay, so this is not the period of being laid back, or this is not the period of saying, okay, I don't want to hurt people. I just want them to feel comfortable. Yes, you can always make people feel comfortable, but do not do this at your own discomfort. Do not do this displeasing yourself or making yourself uncomfortable. You can only say yes to people, but make sure you are thinking it through. Make sure you are very balanced and okay before fulfilling that. I know there are some sacrifices you can make for your loved ones, people that are very close to you, people that are very dear to you, but make sure you think it through and you are not being used by people at all. And make sure they are not overstretching it. So always think things through before you say yes to people. Always think things through before you say yes to every request that people make in your life. And I just hope that this video is able to encourage you to start doing better, to be firm by your words, and stop being a people pleaser. So thank you for watching up to this point. If you actually enjoyed this video, I want you to please like this video and drop a comment in the comment section. If you have any question, please, you might want to ask me in the comments as well. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, please, what are you waiting for you to subscribe? And I'd like to see you in my next video. So good luck.